Hello and welcome to the Motor Workout. McCarry Hansen domination again. Underway, and Jensen gets off the line decently enough, followed by Soipers and Savo next. So you head towards turn 1. Jensen is going to clear off into the sunset. Tavanex going down the inside on Soipers, but Lima going down the inside on Menegan as we head then into turn 1. And Jensen gets away with the lead. Tavanex, Soipers, Babuma, Menegan. So you kickstart the first 15 minutes of the race. And Tavanex, and there's Babuma now getting ahead of Soipers. Up to third. Nakajima is also going down the inside on Anthony Soipers, who's yet to take a podium this season. He started second, would have fancied his chances, but he's down to fourth on the first lap. Nakajima couldn't get the job done. Milligan, who has a poor start to his debut in JTCL. He is running now, trying to get ahead of Nakajima, but that's not going to happen for him. Then we've got slight battle going on here. That's actually a look down the inside by Milligan on Nakajima. There, we also see Kater getting bumped off the road by Jones. It's up into 7th. As we see Milligan and Nakajima fighting it out for the race, well, for 5th position, as we now see Jones who's had a good lap one. Up 2 places already, trying to get another one, but it's not going to happen there. Now that's allowed Kater to come down the inside. Yep. And that's not going to happen for Kater. He tries to go around the outside on Jones. It'd be a bold move. Smith goes right down the inside. Bergman in this fight as well. You can see they're all stacking up in behind. Kater running in 8th position. Clip right away from this train now, but Jensen leading comfortably. Followed by Savaniax, Babuma, Soipers. Milligan is 5th at this stage on his debut, then Nakajima. Jones has come under pressure from Kater. This is the main fight. Other than the mental fight that is emerging for P10. We head there, no move by Kater. We have a look back. We see Ras going down the inside on Smith. Rude, Kaye Losso in this fight with Martinez. Okay, let's go back to County X, who's 16th, and this is a fight for 10th. So close up they are. But well, they've now fallen 3 seconds behind Bergman, who wants in 10th, in 9th place. Seems to have made it fully, but well, Jensen's going to win the race unless he blows up, which we did see happen twice in the qualifying and a couple of times in practice. But Kater on the back of Jones for 7th position into turn 1. Not going to happen for Kater there. And a little bit wider than Kater. Just something that's interesting to note as we now run towards the right hander. Kater doesn't attempt a maneuver. So you're going to see Wu trying to make a maneuver on that same corner on James Smith, who started 8th. He's now down in 12th. Wu goes down the inside and make that down to 13th here. For James Smith. County exit behind, fighting with Martinez. Still, Kater fighting with Jones for 7th place. See, nothing going to happen there. We look back at the train that is emerging the 12th. That's not so fighting with Martinez. Up to 15th place. Martinez now comes with pressure from Schmetsky, but Martinez staying in ahead. Just let's get back. Jones got overtaken by Kater. Let's have a look how Papa Kater did this for 7th place. So Jones was ahead. Kater pulls out to the right hand side, and then it's about as textbook an overtake as you're ever going to see, really. But fairly simple manoeuvre. Bergman's joined in on the back of this train. As we see, with 10 minutes to go, like 7% Cater, who got ahead of Jones. Bergman joins into the back of it to make it a three-way fight now for 7th. They are all about 4 seconds ahead of Lance to himself, about 3 seconds ahead of Kaye. And then there's that train from Wu. Him and Smith fighting, and he'll kind of go a bit spaced out, come on, bounce further down the field. Milligan on the back of Soipers. All planes. That fight, as Cater begins to get away from Jones. After that can't be held by Mikkel Jensen, although some of the ex-fastest in the first sector, perhaps suggesting Jensen to really put down his best pace so far. And no move there by Milligan. Doesn't attempt to force his way through on Jones. Let's see if Milligan goes on Sonic Blue, but that's not going to happen. They went close to Jones, but about the overtake. And Smith down the field. Jensen leading by 3 seconds of a sub on the X. Yeah, himself about a second and a half ahead of Babuna. Didn't really attempt to get past Soiper there, and he hasn't made one with a right hander. Let's see if Bergman tries to get past Jones. Just over 8 minutes to go, and he does not think about it. We have a look at Milligan trying to get ahead of Soipers. There for him. So further down the field, still see Bergman on the back of Jones. So you see Milligan on the back of Soipers. No move there for Mark Milligan. We're trying to get ahead of Jones. That's the fight for 4th. Going to happen for Milligan in a way that's to be a bit processional. Continue to watch the processional event continue. Even must have made a mistake somewhere. We dropped off the back of Sleepers. First, make sure to get ahead of Jones. The race has been fairly underwhelming so far. still behind. Yeah. Minigan has got right up to the back of Sleepers. With 4 minute 18 to go, so they're probably going to start making on the lap now. The Ensign. And they're angling for the move on Sleepers. We might actually see something happen. Savanier has also got the gap down on Jensen, but I think that might just do it for Jensen was going for turn 1. Milligan goes down the inside, gets it done. 4 places his. Right, Milligan finally gets out of Sleepers. It's a nightmare always. Down 3 places so far. Reed's still ahead of Smith. You can see further down there. Seems stubborn to the end of the point. Hanson just useless. Hanson leads by 1.7 seconds over Savanier, but even though it's 1.7 seconds down the road, then Sleepers is fighting on Milligan still. Outside this, the only other meaningful fight is Jones and Bergman for 8, which is not really going anywhere. We had here 3 minutes 13 to go. Milligan still ahead of Sleepers. Oh, that was a bad error by Sleepers. We have got hugely out of shape. That would not be helping him out. Bergman's still stuck behind Jones. See if I'm going from there once again. 2 minutes to go. Oh, sorry, it's happened to Jensen. That one, the X is closed up to Jensen. I'm not sure what's happened to Jensen. Did he make a mistake out the final corner? Oh, Jensen, oh! And he got it far too cooked into the final corner. So now, a lap to go. We could see Jensen lose a race after leading it for the first time this season. Could say technically he lost it after leading it another, but he was behind for most of the race. Apart from on the starting grid way. Now he should up the pace to see off Savanier, and that does appear to be the way this fight is heading. Unfortunately. Swiper has also made a bad mistake somewhere. He's dropped 2.5 seconds off the back of yeah, that's not gonna happen anything, is it? That's not a bad mistake happens. Jones dropped behind Bergman eventually. And outside of that, the only way we'll fight is Jevanese and Martinez down in 17th. So we'll see Jensen hold off Savanier, although we'll have to wait and see if Jensen makes another bad mistake or not. But he has got the fastest lap still, 30 seconds to go, final lap, heading for the middle sector. Jensen's now gone from only 3 tenths and he's extended that gap by 8 tenths in a lap. So it looks as if Mikael Jensen is going to take yet another victory in JTCL this season, although this is definitely his weakest performance in one. Nearly threw it away on the penultimate lap of the race, but 9 seconds to go, and it's looking fairly simple for him at this stage. Just don't do what you did last lap. It's extending the gap nicely. It's looking like a victory once again for the Flying Dane. The checker playing it out now, and he's only got a couple of corners left to manoeuvre. That one he makes it pretty safely. For this little twisty bit here, then just the final corner, which was his nemesis last lap. Let's have a mix. Completely pulled it off. See if Jensen makes it for the final corner safely. And that time, no mistake from him. And Mikael Jensen, who many could argue doesn't belong in the series, but he's showed up here and absolutely demolished them. And once again, takes the win, the fastest lap, the podium, the pole. I mean, it's just pointless. 78th second once again, but Boomer's going to cross the line to complete the podium. Menegood on his debut puts in a good result 4. Soiper's completing out the top 5. No podium once again for him. Nakajima 6. Cater 7. Bergman crossing the line in 8. Jones at 9th. Rast comes through to take 10. Ike Kaye, I know a solid midfield drive from him, finishes 11. James Smith, disappointment of season 12, Food 13. Losser will cross the line in 14. For Kalniaks will cross the line in 15. Martinez will cross the line in 16th ahead of Chevanisi, Smetsky, then Forsberg, who continues to finish in the points in every race this season. And Wexler Stugquist is going to cross the line to take the final points in 20th, just ahead of Checky Mumby and Navin Lau, Lewis Shaw for 23rd, and then Darth followed by Hansen. That's all of this from Word America. We'll see you tomorrow, where, well, we're going to win this Mikael Jensen win once again, really. Bye.